Silence in the Snow.
This band is incapable of putting out a bad album. And
I'd agree.
The new album, Silence in the Snow, is no exception to that.
Absolutely.
So that's what we got to talk about today. This is their 7th studio album.
Trivium has been around for a while.
So the big thing with Silence in the Snow is that, well, it's a given that every album Trivium does something different. They've never done, the same thing with every album. We've seen that. And I'd say Silence in the Snow is probably the most diverse album that they've done to date. So,
I definitely think it's a lot different.
So what did they do differently? Exactly.
Oh, clean vocals.
There is no
Opera.
screaming or anything whatsoever on this album.
That Heafy should change his name to Opera Winfrey. Because you get clean vocals. You get clean vocals.
Matt Heafy has, in a way, found the ability to finally sing. I mean, not that he sang badly to begin with, but I think he didn't think that he sang that greatly. But now,
he's like a hard critic on himself.
Yeah, but now he sings obviously very well. That is the strong point of this album. Is his singing
is really good,
phenomenal.
I know what you're thinking. You say this new Trivium album, it's Silence in the Snow, and you're saying, "Come on, Josh, it's too early for snow. We can't handle snow yet. Summer's not even over. The party's still going." Trust me, this record is probably, out of the last 3 that Trivium's put out, I probably like this one the most. Now, I'm like a way old school Trivium fan. I stopped listening to Trivium for a while, but I used to bump Ascendancy when Ascendancy came out in 2005. This album kind of goes back to the anthem-y kind of Trivium that everybody kind of knows and loves. It's the songs are a little bit slower. It's not fast. It's not fast like an album like Ascendancy is. Breathe in the Flames is probably the closest track on the record to being maybe an older kind of Trivium song.
Yeah, a little bit. It's Blind Leading the Blind is another.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Is that it seems like Trivium has opted to tune really low on some of the tracks on this record, and it's apparent because on those tracks it seems to be that they're specifically dialed in on rhythmic stuff and groove as opposed to necessarily the melody, which I'm so used to them doing. Yeah, I don't know, lyrically the songs are pretty good. Pretty good.
This is coming from a diehard Trivium fan here. This album is definitely going to be a division between fans of this band. And as a diehard fan of this band, I really, really believe that this is a good follow-up to the last album, Vengeance Falls.
Can any band this year do anything that's not a radical fucking change from what? Every band has to reinvent itself this year.
Every band's been doing something different.
Every band's been doing something completely wacky.
Yeah.
On every record that we reviewed this year, it's
But I mean, you got to look at the inspiration behind this album. This album was inspired by seeing Dio perform in Heaven and Hell when they were playing in Japan.
You really did like his clean vocals that much, huh?
I thought they were great.
I thought they were really good too.
I thought he did very well. All the songs on the album, were a hit for me.
And he said that I think you already said this, but he said that he's been not doing clean vocals as much because everybody just wanted him to scream, but he thought screaming was significantly easier, so he just he's been screaming this whole time, but he's just hey, wait, you don't understand, I can perform and birds will come and land on me because my voice is so majestic. I'm yeah, this album kicks ass, but in a different way.
This album's very good. I think an only minor complaint I would say would probably be it could have probably ended on a higher note. I think Beneath the Sun and Breathe in the Flames were probably some of my least favorite 2 out of the whole album. So I think it could have ended on a higher note because the rest of the album, is awesome. Not to say that those tracks are bad, but I think it could have ended, more dynamically. And while I don't think that while Vengeance Falls is still my favorite album from this band, Silence in the Snow is a good follow-up.
Yeah, I'd agree. I would agree. If they were trying to keep the direction that they went with.
I'll end it there.